Resident Evil 9 has officially been announced, finally. So for the first reaction, we will do, I'll just watch it and I won't pause. And then for the second one, we'll pause it and I'll analyze it. Okay? Alright, let's react to the Resident Evil 9 trailer. Okay, here we go. Holy shit, the animation. Jesus Christ. Okay, the graphics are insane so far. Oh, I want to pause that so badly and see what that is, but we'll do it the next time. Okay. Is this like UBCS or something? Maybe? Or is this, what you call, Umbrella that Chris was working at in Resident Evil 8, potentially?
Grace.
Actually,
Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
FBI, okay.
My office.
I swear I just saw Jack Baker.
Coming.
I see something in the back. I see, like, images of people. There's something, Okay. Why am I getting, like, spy vibes right
The
now?
report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
Ooh, new virus.
Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
Is that Rose's voice
I need your
actor?
eyes on the crime scene.
It sounds like Rose's voice
London
actor.
Hotel. I know. That's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Who is that?
Time for you to face the past. Grace.
What the fuck?
What is this?
What?
Hey!
Oh my lord. Wait, a mansion setting? Wait a minute, a mansion setting. I literally said this like a couple of days ago. Wait a minute.
They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one.
Is that Wesker? Wait, hang on. Look at his, like, his hand looks like Wesker's. What?
Investigating all these strange deaths.
Oh,
huh?
what, Raccoon City? We're going back to Raccoon
Seen
City.
the same shit I've seen.
It's Raccoon City.
Please know that you are my hope.
Is that the RPD?
Everyone's gone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stay away from that!
Oh my. Wait, this is sick. Oh my god. Yeah, that's sick. That's fucking sick. Only February. We only have to wait 8 months. Wait, that's actually sick as fuck. Oh my lord, that was such a good trailer. Or reveal trailer. And it was like 4 minutes long. Bro, that was so good. And we're going back to Raccoon City. I swear that was Wesker. I swear that was Wesker. Let's go through and analyze it, because there was so much stuff there. What does that say? Federal Bureau of Investigation, obviously. You thought that was Rose? Yeah, it sounds like Rose's voice actor. I swear it's the same voice actor. It sounds very similar. What's this? Okay, here we are. Investigation Summary Report. Case 199 NPD. Incident. 4th victim of unidentified disease. A deceased individual was discovered at an abandoned government office. Preliminary analysis suggests the deceased may be linked to a series of crimes or something. I don't know, maybe it's a new strain of the T-virus. Because we're going back to Raccoon City, so... Is there anything in the background? It just looks like a normal office, really.
Grace.
I don't think there's too much to analyze in the back.
Grace.
Over here,
Grace
when it
Ashcroft.
shows it, here, this is what we need to look at. I might need to screenshot this so we can actually properly look at it. Alright, here we go. What does that say? Description, criminal record. Oh, there's no way you can read that. There's two people on this picture that look like suspects, maybe. I don't know, maybe these end up being one of the killers or something like that. There's got to be a reason why they're shown here. And then there's also like this, which shows, oh, maybe they're wanted by the FBI. I don't think it's Rose, but I think what they're gonna do is that this is someone who was in Raccoon City maybe, and whose parents died there or something like that. That's sort of what I'm thinking so far. I find it very interesting that we're using the FBI in a Resident Evil game, because usually it's like UBCS or like Umbrella Corps.
Report you asked for yesterday. It'll be ready in 3. No.
Tell me that doesn't sound like Rose. Like, that sounds like Rose. I know it's a different person. It's definitely a different person, but it sounds like Rose. It's the same voice actor, surely. Also, take note of the name Requiem. I'll show you what Requiem means. Hang on. Look at this. Requiem. It refers to a mass of dead people, or a mass for dead people. So it's like a ceremony for dead people. And Raccoon City has a shit ton of dead people there. So maybe it's some sort of like cult thing, like in Resident Evil 8. Because I feel like they would name it Requiem for a reason. There's got to be a reason behind the name Requiem. And I think potentially it has to do with the fact that there's a lot of dead people at Raccoon City. And then there might be like some sort of religion or something.
The Renwood Hotel.
He also says it's a hotel, which is interesting. Because like, what hotels do we know in Resident Evil games? I don't think there's been many. There was one in Resident Evil 6, I think. I think there was one hotel in Resident Evil 6. But there hasn't really been any hotels in Resident Evil games that much. What is that? That looks like a Silent Hill creature. Like, that looks like Silent Hill. It looks like it's in the RPD. It actually does look like it might be in the RPD. Because, like, look at that arches and stuff. That's very, like, RPD architecture. Okay, so that was her mother. Interesting. So her mother must have been someone who was investigating RPD, maybe. Maybe her mother died after the Raccoon City incident. Maybe she was investigating the place and someone killed her. Okay, who is this? We need to analyze this person. Okay, that is interesting. That looks like an infected corpse. Is that just me? Like, look at that. Look at that texturing and stuff. That looks like the zombies in Resident Evil. Like this. Tell me that doesn't look similar. Like, look at the texturing and stuff. It looks very similar to an infected, like, zombie. So I feel like this person's taken the virus or something, for sure. They've taken a virus. Also, it reminds me a little bit of Virgil, weirdly enough. Is another thing. I know it's Resident Evil and not Devil May Cry, but it looks like Virgil a little bit. Alright, so she's trying to escape something, because she's at an exit sign. Okay, this is like giving me heavy Silent Hill vibes. Like this room, that looks very Silent Hill-y, if that makes sense. Like Silent Hill 2 Remake. It looks very much like that. And also sort of Evil Within a bit. I'm also getting a bit of Evil Within. Like that looks very Silent Hill Evil Within. Could that be Chris's team? Because like, look, that's a gun. That's definitely a gun there. And it looks like maybe they're wearing coats or armor, body armor. So it could be like Chris's team or something. And then she wakes up here, which again is just giving me very Silent Hill vibes. And Evil Within. Also, something to note, I'm not sure if this will be relevant, but look, she's already bandaged. She's already been bandaged, so she's already suffered a wound. So, okay, interesting. Maybe she ends up needing to take the virus to survive or something. Random theory, right? But you got to throw it out there. Also, I just noticed, look, she's injected with something. My theory actually might be right. Look, she's being injected with something. You can see it right there. She's being injected. That was actually a good catch. Okay. And then also, this looks like a hospital bed, maybe. Like, look at the metal framing and stuff. It looks like an umbrella facility. One more thing also. Does this not look similar to the puzzle you do in Resident Evil 8? The doll on the table and it has like a bandage and stuff. Like, it looks a bit similar. That looks like that's an umbrella facility. That is an umbrella facility if I've seen one. Look at that. This was in RE4. I know this isn't an umbrella facility, but in RE4, when they're getting the virus removed from them, they're on a very similar table. Like, look at it. It's like metal and stuff. And then also, if we look up Resident Evil 3, this place, look. Doesn't that look similar? Like, this is when Nemesis is being prepared in RE3. And I feel like this looks very similar. The facial animations are really good too. Like, look at this. There's like sweat and stuff on it. You can see like individual sweat pores on her face and stuff. So they've improved the RE engine even more from the looks of it. The RE engine has gotten even better. And then like that, this is what I find interesting. Does that not look like a mansion type setting? Does that not look like a hall from Resident Evil 1? Maybe it's the hotel, but like, I don't know, I feel like they're definitely taking some inspiration from Resident Evil 1 with this sort of like hallway. Missing. Okay, so there's a bunch of missing people as well. The water effects also look really nice. Like, look at this. The water looks better than it did in RE4 from the looks of things. It was good in RE4, but there was definitely some shimmering on it. Here it looks really good. All right, and then this scene. This is what I'm interested in. Look at that glove. That looks like Wesker. Look at the material. You see how it's like squares, like black squares and then gray squares? You can see that same sort of material here, I feel like. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. It's what I think Wesker would look like in an RE remake. Or at least someone who's like, I don't know who that is. I feel like that hair looks familiar. That looks like a familiar person from a Resident Evil game. And then also like the music box is very Resident Evil 1.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one.
Okay, so maybe there's like, okay, this is gonna be a wild theory. Yeah, chosen one, right? That's why I'm saying like a cult. So maybe there's some sort of cult and they worship her. And when she's finally infected with a virus, then she'll become their leader or something like that. I know that's a wild theory, but like you might as well throw theories out there, right? The game's not going to come out for a little bit, so I might as well throw some theories out. But yeah, this looks very Resident Evil 1, like this setting, which I am so down for. That is Raccoon City. There is no denying that is Raccoon City. That is the bomb that landed in Raccoon City. However, something to note, there's still buildings around it, which I find interesting, right? Some of these are in ruin, yes. Like that one's in ruin, these are all in ruin. But there's lots of buildings around it, which to me could emphasize that potentially people are living around here still, despite the bomb that got dropped ages ago. Because the bomb blew up all of Raccoon City, not just a part of it. So that would mean that these were still here, or this was another town or something, right? That would have to mean that this is another town, or this is new buildings. See how like it decimates the entire city because there's a shockwave? The shockwave blows it all up. I know, I just find this image so interesting because I feel like there's so much we can gather from this. Like, can we see? We can't even see the RPD from here, which is what I think is weird. But like, where is the RPD in this? Where would the RPD be?
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
That sounds either like Leon or Chris. That is either Leon or Chris. I feel like, surely, right? That's got to be either Leon or Chris. That sounds like that. And then that's definitely the RPD because you can see the clock tower. So maybe they are retconning it. Maybe they're retconning the bomb to make it so it didn't blow up all of Raccoon City, but it just like, was it a big enough shockwave to kill all the zombies or something like that? Maybe that's what they're retconning it to. Something to note is that we don't see any bodies. There's no bodies there, which to me symbolizes that there's been a cleanup. There's been some sort of cleanup to get rid of the bodies. Remember, Wesker does have a son. I think people forget this. Wesker does have a son in Resident Evil 6. He has a kid. A new Dead by Daylight map, question mark, just saying. Another RPD in Dead by Daylight. Fucking worst map of all time. Yeah, this looks pretty much everything looks the same. It's just like more destroyed. It looks like potentially the structure has collapsed a bit though. It looks a bit lower than it is here. So maybe the structure's collapsed a bit on itself, which isn't too much to note, but still could mean like the top floor isn't accessible anymore. Resident Evil 6 also has a nuke being dropped on a city. It was like in Japan or something, right? So maybe they may end up including that as a part of this game as like a reference to connect the worlds more. Interesting. Okay, what is that? We gotta look at this. So what, okay, first off, there's some sort of puzzle in the background there. There's like a horse that looks like a puzzle. Yeah, this is very like Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 7 type vibes, you know? Like look at this hallway setting. And then what is this? What is that? I don't know. It looks like Laura from The Evil Within. It looks like this. Just less sharper nails, but it looks very like grotesque and like body horror. Oh, hang on. This is an important shot. This guy's being choked out. So someone is killing him and he looks like someone maybe in the FBI. So that's Also worth noting. Look, you can see it's the same guy from in the chair, I think. Look, you can see because like his face is like infected. It looks infected. That just looks like a normal zombie, like a normal RE2 zombie. So maybe some zombies did survive. This is interesting. What is this? This looks like some sort of political office maybe. Hang on, no. This is some sort of medical center. Because look, there's like the blue cloth that like covers patients. This has to be some sort of medical center, I think. Yeah, there's a lot to go on there. There's definitely a lot there. I don't know. We only have to wait till February, so. Alright, well that was a really good trailer. I think there's a couple more things we can look at though. Yeah, so Resident Evil Requiem is the 9th title in the mainline Resident Evil series. Interesting that they say mainline, because I don't think Capcom's used that term before when referring to Resident Evil. Prepare to escape in a heart-stopping experience that will chill you to your core. So as usual, we get stuck somewhere. A new era of survival horror begins in 2026. Technological advancements combined with the development team's depth of experience combined in a story with rich characters and gameplay that's more immersive than ever. Okay, so there's definitely graphics improvement. They're acknowledging that there. So they've updated the RE engine to add new stuff. So there might even be new mechanics, who knows. Alright, well that was a very good trailer. So I am very excited for Resident Evil 9. It looks like it's going to be interesting. I don't know how mechanically interesting it'll be. I don't know. We'll see. But it definitely looks like it's going to be interesting considering we're going back to the RPD. And who knows what that entails. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please like the video as always. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.